Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review of Girl for the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 6, Episode 4, which y'all know first things first. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, all that goodness and stuff. Y'all already know to subscribe to my backup channel. It's called Corner Talk. The link to that is in the description box below this video. Please and thank you. Subscribe and watch. Subscribe and watch. I will have more content up on that channel because I need to get it monetized. So please and thank you very much. Okay. Do not forget to also like this video. Also hit the little share button that shares it to your social media. Share me with the people who you love. You can also relax and relate and release. Center yourself and everyone around you, and also inhale, okay, and exhale because that keeps you calm, cool, and collected. Y'all know, follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner on IG. On Twitter, it's just JLeesCorner. Okay, on CashApp, it's just JLeesCorner. And y'all know to subscribe and like, and subscribe. Okay, let's move on to the foolishness as it continues here. Okay, so we see a couple of different things happening or whatever. First of all, we have some new confessional looks. Let's get into that really quickly. So Giselle, Karen, Candace, and Robyn. Okay, let's start with Giselle the monster. I don't like the pattern. Okay, I do not like the pattern. I think her hair looks great. Okay, that looks fine. Her makeup is always fine. Her makeup is, basic or whatever, but she looks cute in the face. I just do not like the pattern of this dress. It looked like, you know what I'm saying, when somebody is over 50, want to put on a move some dress, and that's what she did. Okay, but I'm going to leave that be. Karen, it's a lot. It's a lot of boobage. It's a lot of hair. It's a lot of necklace. It's a whole lot. It does not look bad at all. I like it, but at the same time, I don't like it because I'm looking like, is it too much? Is it too much? Do we think it is too much too soon? At the same time, I don't know. Like I don't mind the dress. I don't mind the dress with the necklace, but I think the hair is too much because the hair covers up most of the necklace. The necklace, you wear that kind of necklace when your hair is up. Okay. Now, if she had not had on that necklace but had the hair and the dress, I would have loved it even more. Okay. One of these things makes it too much. The hair makes the necklace, be too much, and vice versa. Let's move on from that. Then we have Candace. Candace is in a simple dress. I like her hair. I like the updo with the braids. That is cute. Y'all know she's not my favorite or whatever, but again, she's starting to grow on me like -1% right now. So we're gonna just take that at face value. But again, I don't mind this outfit, but I also think because it's such a simple dress, it's just cute. Okay, it's just cute. I really wish she would have had her head wrap be the same print as the dress, or had the dress be the print of the headscarf. That would have been really bomb. Her makeup is always saying makeup, but again, it's fine. With Robyn, I like this look on Robyn. I don't like her hair only because I can tell the blonde around her ponytail is fake. I wish she would have been able to get a closer color to her own hair. It's like you got blonde hair on your head and then wrap some gray hair around that bun. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why. If I had to grade all of these looks from a 1 to 10, I would give Giselle a 4. I would give Karen a 7. I would give Candace an 8. I would give Robyn a 9. Okay. Yeah, because I like the dress on Robyn. Her skin tone looks great. Her makeup looks great. The hairstyle itself is cute. I just don't like the color of the wraparound of the bun. Okay, but again, those were the new confessional looks for this episode. We see Robyn and Giselle sitting around. Well, technically, Giselle was waiting on Robyn because Robyn is always late. Okay, Robyn is always late. Okay, anyway, she's like 30 minutes late. Robyn and Giselle started a podcast called, I think it's called Reasonably Shady. I listened to it one time, for maybe 10 minutes, and I was like, never again. Not on my watch, not in this lifetime. Okay. But again, That's what they're there for, to shoot little, photos for their podcast. But while she's waiting on Robyn, Giselle was talking to the hairstylist. Hello, is his name Ken? Is it Michael? Is it Anthony? I don't know. Whatever that man named who do her hair really, really bad. She talked to him about how her and Jamal are not doing so good as long distance fake lovers. How, in the whole pandemic, she was only in Atlanta maybe twice. I'm like, that's on you, your cooch. Okay? If that man traveling worldwide, here and there and everywhere, he never came to visit you in Potomac and you cannot go visit him in Atlanta, that because Atlanta was never closed. Okay, that is on y'all. It's a fake relationship. Why do you keep trying to convince us that y'all are breaking up? We never believed y'all was together. You do not have to do this fake song and dance for us, Giselle. We don't need it. You don't need it. We didn't even ask for it, okay? But let's move on from that, okay? But the dude then said, long distance relationships can work if people put in the time and effort to make them work. But somebody with a fake relationship would never do that, i.e., Giselle and Jamal. Okay. Anyway, Robyn get there. Robyn also brings up as she hears Giselle talking about this, how I figured they would break up either way. The pandemic to speed, it made it speed up. I'm like, they was never together, Robyn. Stop lying. Okay. Anyway, when Giselle then mentioned the whole thing at the party at, was it at Wendy's house or whoever's house, and how Mia brought up how, she had her clit done. I'm like, why is that the topic of every conversation? I don't look, no one can tell me something that I then keep telling everyone else. You ain't got nothing else to talk about, Giselle? No? Okay. So they then discussed the whole thing about, oh, you know what? We need to meet up with Mia. We need to get to know her without Karen. Let's text her as a group or a duo. Okay, me and you, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and ask her to meet up with us. But let's say without Karen. Okay, so text her and say without Karen. Messy hoes. Okay, I do like her dress and her pantsuit. It was cute. But Giselle always looks like I'm looking for a husband, but maybe also a sponsor. But I want him to be a deacon of the church. Is how she dresses. Next up, we see Ashley and Michael who go out to dinner. She is ready to pop. I mean, like pop, okay? So much so that she keeps her delivery bag with her at all times. They went to dinner. She brought the delivery bag into the restaurant. I'm like, but if you're going labor, don't y'all have to go back to the car? Okay. Anyway, so they're up in the chit and chatting or whatever. Michael brings up how he's going to start doing movie production. He wants to start producing movies, and his company will be the people behind paying for movies being made. I'm looking like, what? I mean, Ashley was like, are you serious? Like, that's gonna take a lot of time or whatever. And her thing is, you need to figure out the risk of that. Like, how much money could you lose if shit don't go right? We got 2 whole kids now. I'm not gonna be poor. I don't want you risking my livelihood because your bullshit. Don't do that. Put some money in my pocket in case your ass go broke. Okay. Anyway, but he like, I got it. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be good, good, good. She also brings up to us how she does not want it to cause a wedge like it did when they had their restaurants and it was always fussing. Well, because y'all opened an Australian restaurant in Potomac. Ain't nobody really looking for Australian food. It's like, it's weird. Okay, anyway, she starts having some little stomach issues or whatever. And, she's uncomfortable. They're like, are you in labor? We have to go? What's going on? She's like, no, I'm okay. I just feel uncomfortable. Okay, it's just uncomfortable. So they go home. Okay, she's about to pop it on out. Now, we do see Karen on the phone with her daughter, who lives in New York, who has her first little office job as some kind of executive and whatnot, okay? And she also brings up to her daughter how she's been sworn in as an ambassador of her hometown and how she wants to bring attention to rural areas in America who needs attention. They need Wi-Fi, okay? They need produce. They need all kinds of things that we have in major cities that are not, accessible to these little rural towns. And so she's happy to do that as the new ambassador to her hometown. She also asked her daughter, can she talk to her daddy, Ray, and see if Ray would be willing to upgrade her ring. And I was like, girl, whatever. Karen looks great right here. Okay. And I don't think Karen can ever deny she's had some kind of work done to her face because her face looks different. Not bad, different at all. But she has some tweaks here and there or everywhere. Okay. Now we also see Mia at work, okay, walking around the office or whatever, doing office things or whatever, running stuff. And her son calls her 13-year-old son, and then she's talking to him or whatever. She asks him, like, "Oh, don't you have practice today?" He's like, "Yeah." "Okay, well, do you mind if Daddy G picks you up or drops you off or whatever?" G didn't say, Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some boom in it. I thought you was gonna pick him up and drop him off. What's going on? Well, no, I have some meetings. I have this and that. I just I just have stuff to do. And he like, okay, but this is the third time that he was expecting you to drop him off, and then I end up doing it. Not that I have an issue doing it. My thing is, I want you to be sure that you know how he likes that time with you, and you can't keep, disappointing him, because then it'll make him feel some kind of way. I want you to be aware of this. I feel two different ways. I feel like this was not a conversation they should have had in front of the kid. I don't know if the kid was still sitting there, but considering the fact that he called her, I'm like, if he's still there, that isn't a conversation to have right there. Two, I feel like G is right. If you keep rescheduling with your son to drop him off somewhere for business, that will make him feel some kind of way. But mama got to work too. The bills have to be paid. So I feel like, honey, hire an assistant or two or three. Anyway, so that's fine, fine, fine. So we then see two different things, okay? We see Robyn, Skylar, and Wendy out there working out, walking around the outside. But we also see Karen and Mia having a conversation at Mia's penthouse. But they're all having the same conversation. Okay. And they're talking about how, well, first of all, with Wendy and them out there working. Now, honey, when Wendy said it's too cold out here, my silicone gonna freeze. I'm like, girl, not the silicone. Anyway, we then see Candace calls them, and she invites them to her house, her old townhouse, because the old townhouse has sold for one, and she wants to have a buy house pajama party, to celebrate her, getting out of the old townhouse and into her new place or whatever. So again, fine, fine, fine. Anyway, after that call ends, the ladies start discussing Mia and this Robyn then as a scholar. I want to know, what is your opinion on the pamper party, and what you thought. A scholar then say, I think we should call Mia Messy Mia, okay, because she's always caught up in a whole lot of mess. I was like, you've met her once. What bunch of mess has she been in? She hasn't even met brand new girl, Scholar. Shut up. Go sit down somewhere again. The fact that they got a friend of the show, because y'all know I feel like Robyn is really just a friend of the show. Robyn is Giselle's friend. So now Giselle's friend Robyn has her friend Scholar talking shit about Mia. I'm like, what? How does girl? Anyway, I'll leave that be too. So Robyn then brings up a whole text message between her, Giselle, and Mia. That's also what Mia is discussing with Karen. Okay. Now, Robyn out here responding to Mia when Mia was talking to Giselle. So this is the text exchange. Okay. Giselle sent, Hi, Mia. I had to leave a bit early the other day. I felt like we didn't get a chance to finish talking. I'm actually sitting here chatting with Robyn, and we would love to get together for drinks without Karen. Okay, that's what Giselle said. Mia responded, Hi, Giselle. Unless you want to discuss business, there's nothing I have time to talk to you about. Okay, would you like for me to connect you with my assistant to pencil you in this week? So that was what was sent. Now, again, she sent that to Giselle. For all of a sudden, Robyn is oh so offended at what Mia said to Giselle. Why? Because Robyn is Giselle's lapdog. Okay, anyway, Robyn responds to Mia based on what Mia said to Giselle. Hi, Mia. I'm quite taken aback by your rude response. I'm like, to me, it wasn't rude. Was something done to you that we are not aware of? Is this how you treat people who? Is this how you treat people who are? I think who you are trying to get to know. Oh, people who are. Oh, girl. Is this how you treat people who are trying to get to know you? What am I missing? I was like, let's see. And so we then seen Mia responded, okay? And then she said, "Hi, Robyn. My apologies for the response. Hosting a Sunday dinner for my friends at Giselle. Considering my message was directed to you. Forgive me if you think I'm being rude. I'm simply being direct." I was like, Mia said, "Not today, not on my watch, okay?" And again, Robyn is upset because I can't believe that I think that, Robyn, so Robyn says she feels as if Karen is misguiding Mia and making Mia feel like her and Giselle are bad people. Robyn, y'all are. Y'all are the Green Eyed Bandits, the Green Eyed Monsters. Y'all are very much so, just not nice people sometimes. Like y'all good with each other, but y'all pick and choose when y'all want to be cool with other folk. And I'm like, at the end of the day, uh, who cares? She won't talk to you. Anyway, so but again, she feel like, it's Karen's fault that Mia is acting this way. I'm like, girl, your hand is so far up the Zell's ass. Okay, you better on good terms with anybody. So again, how can you make it seem as if it's, Karen who's making anyone feel like y'all are bad people? Know how y'all act over the years while we don't really fuck with y'all, okay? And when Mia was talking to Karen, everybody's like, she said her issue was, you can't text me and tell me who I can or can't bring. You cannot, try to tell me what I can or can't do. I don't want to sit here and deal with that. Okay, no, man, I'm a boss. No one can tell me what to do. And Karen said, look, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, because you and Giselle can later on be friends is fine, fine, fine. But I do think you're right about them needing to come at you a different way. And then Mia was like, they cannot put stipulations on who I can or can't bring. And I was like, right. And this is my thing for Giselle and Robyn. How can you invite someone out to meet y'all and say, don't bring Karen, but y'all bringing each other? What the fuck? Because if you did not say, don't bring Karen, would she have brought Karen? I don't know if she would have brought Karen. But again, the conversation just went from left to right. Now, was Mia too aggressive? Yes. Did she have to say that? No. But at the same time, she said, y'all not playing with me, not today. It was the whole thing of saying, oh, don't bring so-and-so. Don't tell me what to do. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. We see a little thing with Candace. Candace in the studio making a song. Cool, cool, cool. She brings up how, she misses Chris being there, whatever. At her beck and call, but mainly because Chris has become her manager, so she misses him there helping her, because she's like, I have become dependent on him in this business stuff or whatever. But he had a catering gig that day. So she brings up how she was going to sign last year to the Chucky Thompson label. That's who did her song last year. Now the song she did last year with that little beat or whatever, the hip hop beat, it's not. No, it's not called hip hop. Whatever the beat is, the go-go beat, I like that song. Okay, that's what I did like. But she said that deal did not pan out, so now she's doing it on her own because she wants to prove that she can make an album on herself. Now look, I'm not gonna buy her album, not at all. However, I wish her well. I wish her well. Anyway, we see Giselle, taking her daughter to get a driving test to try to get her permit. She failed. Okay, the funny part to me was not that she failed, but that her two sisters were in the back seat trying not to laugh. I'm like, don't laugh at the sister because that was like her fourth or maybe fifth time failing. I never had to take it. I took a test. I didn't get my license legally until I was in my 20s. I was probably 23, maybe, when I got my license. So I don't recall having to really do some hard tests. But also at that point, I had been driving, so I knew the rules. It ain't no big issue. So I do get, as a kid, that can be kind of difficult. Okay. Candace has a little party at the house, a little whole pajama Jimmy Jam goodbye house party with food and drinks and pajamas or whatever. She brings up how for her she was in that house, and that house has so many good, bad, and indifferent memories. We see all the fuss and the fight she's had, her and Chris fussing and fighting or whatever, all the things that has happened since the season started. But she brings up how she felt like she moved in the house. She was in her early 20s, and she now has moved out in her mid 30s. And so she realized that she was a lot like her mom, too much like her mom or whatever, with her energy and how she was always turned up, want to fight and all this stuff. And so at her new house, she's much more calm, cool, and collected. I can say Candace has not gotten on my nerve much this season at all. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I like her, but I don't dislike her based on this current season. I can say that. Okay. Now Candace has a rule that anyone who comes in, before they come in, they have to take a shot of a fireball. I'm like, I guess so. So Karen and Robyn got there first. Boom. And honey, when Robyn walked in, Karen said, "Hey, how you doing? How's the family? Oh, I'm good. You know, working, pandemic, kids good. Okay, how are you and Juan? What's going with you and Juan? Oh, you know, we're okay. Okay, are you getting married?" I was like, Karen is so messy to keep asking her about when her and Juan get married. Girl, she won't let it up. Robyn said, "Look, I do not want to have to shortchange my wedding because of the pandemic. Okay, I don't want to do that, but we're still gonna do it eventually." Karen then say to us how it took her 5 years to get their ring back or whatever. So now she wants to wait for the wedding. She calls bullshit. A lot of folk really believe they will never get remarried, and it's all some bullshit. I mean, I'll say this. I will believe that Juan and Robyn will absolutely get married when they get married. Okay, anyway. So Karen brings up how, well, for her, her and Ray gonna have a small intimate ceremony. Honey, why would the fuck text me at 2:30 in the morning? Not on my watch. Get on my phone. Anyway, girl. Um, but anyway, Karen said she wants to have a small intimate ceremony, whatever. But everyone has to do what works for them. Okay, what works for them. Robyn then says if Karen wants to do whatever you have to do to prove that she loves Ray Penis, that's on her. If she wants to have that super spreader event, I don't really care. I was like, y'all be shading each other for no real reason. Okay, at this point we do find out that Candace forgot to invite Ashley, as she said. She forgot to do that. It's like, girl, we didn't forget, you just didn't want to. But she's like, Candace, she probably would have came anyway. She's so pregnant. She may be in labor. And sure enough, Ashley was in labor. Her water had broke, and so she was going to the hospital. Fine. Okay. Anyway, so we do see everyone is there, kind of except me, but I'm going to just put up this picture because it's what I have. Robyn is bringing up how that text. That text was so rude. I cannot believe that text. Karen said, well, her issue was y'all telling her to not bring me. It was y'all trying to tell her who she can or can't bring, and that's what made her mad. Giselle then said, well, we just said without Karen, okay, because we already know you. We want to get to know her. And I was like, but there were ways to say that did not make it seem like you were saying don't bring Karen. So I get it was more of a but see, that's the thing with text messages, there can be a lot of misunderstanding. Okay, and that's what happened. Everybody was on 10. So a scholar who wants a glass of champagne, who wants to be on the show, maybe she was intimidated. I'm like, why would Mia be? First of all, no one on this green earth is intimidated by Giselle, and damn show is not intimidated by Robyn. Okay, Robyn is barely an entertaining cast member. She is Giselle's accessory. Okay, she's Giselle's handbag, her brooch, her weed track, her eyelash, her shoehorn. She is Giselle's accessory. And I say that because Robyn does not give anything to this show besides being best friends with Giselle. I said it, so what? Okay, anyway, so Winnie then said, well, Mia said that we were all intimidated by her. I'm like, I don't think that's true either, but I do feel like when a newbie comes on, everyone feels some kind of way and then gets like, they get just acting different. Okay, so it is what it is. So when Mia gets there, okay, hey, I'm here. Karen brings up they have been discussing about her or whatever, and then Karen, we do realize the wording on both ends was wrong. Them saying don't bring me, you with the whole, I can pencil you in. It was wrong on both sides or whatever. And so, not saying not Karen is something grown women don't do, because men wouldn't have brought me anyway. Giselle then brings up, well, people always ask who's invited. Yeah, but you don't say, well, don't bring Karen. That's dumb. And Karen's point was, yes, okay, fat. You wanted to have your own little guest list, but you did not say don't bring anybody else. You said me specifically. Well, because it's your friend Karen. I'm like, girl, this with the bullshit. You know, Giselle is full of shit. Period. But Giselle don't like Karen, and Karen don't like Giselle. But I'm looking like it's not that big of a deal to me. For one, Robyn made it more issue than Giselle did. Robyn was upset because her damn best friend or coochie clicker was out here being disrespected. I'm looking like it wasn't that big of a deal, if you ask me. And me think like, look, I can admit my response was a bit aggressive. I can say that, okay. But however, I don't allow people to dictate what I do. Okay. And here comes Skylar. There's a lot of delusional stuff going on, and I cannot stay silent. You could, because we don't care. No one wants to hear you, Skylar. You coming in too quick, too fast, too heavy. As a friend of the show, you need to kind of hush it on up. Because again, you're the same one as Karen about drinking issues that Robyn told you about. Skylar, shut up, honey. Just shut up. Anyway, so her thing was, you saying you were rude, Mia. I'm like, but you're not even involved in this. How you're not even involved? How what? Girl, I'm gonna leave that be. Mia then said, Skylar, how many businesses do you own? Okay, I own a few. Okay, well, fine. Well, okay. So, would you allow people as a business person to put stipulations on what you do and how you move? Which, here go Robyn. Why does that even matter? Who gives a fuck how many businesses anyone here owns? I am so happy Juan Dixon is not here right now. I was like, Robyn, shut up. I added the last part. But again, you getting mad because she's asking how many businesses I'm like, oh, her point was, as a business person, you don't want anyone trying to dictate what you do. You would know that if you were a businesswoman, but you're not. Okay. As them hats still in back order, yes, okay. Anyway, Wendy then say, well, that's just not what you do here. And when you are around friends and a room for your girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? You should not do that. I did not do that when I had beef for Karen. Mia said, that's you, Wendy. That's you. And my thing is this too. Y'all not my girlfriends. I don't know you hoes. Okay? I don't know y'all. Y'all are acquaintances. Y'all are co-workers right now. That's it. Leave me be, bitch. Anyway, Candace was at this point tired of the whole back and forth. Candace climbed up on the kitchen counter. Excuse me. Okay. Look, you guys need to have individual conversations because these are individual problems. This will not be solved today. I was like, oh, look at Candace being the voice of reason. Okay. Again, I'm not going to say I like her, but I will say she's not getting on my nerve yet. Okay, and I don't dislike her right now. That's as far as I can go. So they play some beer pong with wine with prosecco. Mia does go to try to, smooth things over with Giselle because again, it was more of a big misunderstanding or whatever. And like, look, I can say that I don't know what she said. Giselle said, I was being nice. Okay, so don't ever do that shit to me again. And Mia was like, all right, fine, I'm sorry, whatever, let's move on. I think Mia's point was, let's just move forward. Where Giselle wants to kind of hold a little, don't ever do that. Go teach your child how to drive. That's not nice. That's not nice. I'm not going to take it out. But again, go worry about shit that matter, not beefing with Mia. Okay, anyway, they didn't play Never Have I Ever. Okay, that was them sitting around playing here. Candace said, I have never had my clit done. Mia said, I won. She takes a drink. Okay, so what is that? Like, what happened? Like, tell us what happened. And then, it's called a vaginal rejuvenation. It was like, but you said clit before. You did say clit, but I'm like, girl, because clit and vagina are two different things. I should have said the clinical term, whatever. Yes, it was a vaginal thing. So again, it was not her clit, y'all. She got her vagina redone. Not redone. It was a vaginal rejuvenation. Google it. Anyway, so Wendy then said never has she ever had a threesome. Mia, of course, also takes a drink. But I'm like, Wendy with the follow-up questions. So was it with your current husband? Yes, it was. Okay. Was it with a female? She's like, yes, it was, but I did not want her to touch me. I just watched them have sex. I was like, oh, I mean, I guess it's like watching porn, but I don't want to watch my mate bang anybody else. No, ma'am. No, thank you. No, sir. Okay. Anyway, they're all shocked at how open Mia is. And she's like, look, I am me. Okay, I will always be open, whatever. I am always an open book. And then Candace then say, well, if Ashley was here, she would be drinking with you with the whole threesome thing. But again, we then see Ashley at home on her way to the hospital because she's what? In labor, crying, oh my God, it's so overwhelming. Because again, for her, I have one child. I'm about to have a second child. So I'm leaving my son. When I come home, I'll have 2 kids. Oh my God, it's so stressful or whatever. And that was the whole episode. Okay, so I thank y'all for tuning in today. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media at JLeesCorner on Twitter, at J_Lees_corner on IG. And y'all know I'm always here with videos for this and for that. The Ladies First panel will be on my channel this Thursday, so do not forget to tune in. We have a good little time every week. But other than that, I am done. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.